Conor McGregor made headlines by demanding $100 million to fight at the White House. He also asked for 100 US golden visas for himself, his family, and his friends, and McGregor said he looks forward to entertaining the fight world again, calling it a pleasure he never takes for granted. Conor McGregor tweeted, $100 million to fight at the White House along with 100 US golden visas for myself and family and friends. I look very forward to entertaining the fighting world once again, a pleasure I never take for granted. Jake Paul's father unexpectedly blasted Gervonta Davis and his team, mocking their intelligence. He said trying to have a conversation with Davis was worse than speaking with a third grader and hurled insults directly at him.
Oh my God, did you guys watch that press conference with Jake and Tank? Tank and his team must all be completely brain dead. And if he were the face of boxing, it would end. Everybody in the boxing world should be thanking Jake. He's putting asses in seats. He's blowing up women's boxing like it's never been done before. And Tank, trying to have a conversation with him, it's worse than talking to a third grader. And then his team didn't even know what they're talking about. They're like, oh, well, how about we want to do 8 or 10 ounce gloves and blah, blah. And Jake's like, that was your guys' team. And his manager, whoever the retard was like, well, I didn't know about it. Well, what the do you guys do? You know, like, just the boxing community should be thanking the fact that there's somebody with some brains representing the future of boxing. Thank you, Jake. Tank, you're a retard. GP's out.
Jon Jones revealed that he's now coaching Olympic gold medalist Gable Stevenson with the goal of making him the next UFC heavyweight champion. He explained that if he were ever to coach, it would be a dedicated wrestler, and he believes Stevenson is that fighter. Jones added that he looks forward to adding world championship coach to his resume. Jon Jones said, "I've always said if I would ever to be a coach, it would be a wrestler who was completely committed to success. I found my guy and I'm excited to add world championship coach to my resume." Merab Dvalishvili submitted Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson while laughing and smiling during training. Mighty Mouse admitted it felt like his ribs were about to pop, all while Merab was grinding through the show.
I was caught off guard and impressed with Merab's grappling. He jumped my guard straight into head and arm, and he got me in this neck crank. It felt like he was gonna blow my ribs out. He had me like this, and I was trying to get small, because typically when you get head and arm and no-gi jiu-jitsu, you're just gonna get small and you pop your head out. But he kept pulling, and then I can see he's laughing and smiling to people. He was like, yeah, like he does when he fights people. He's just smiling, having a good time. And I tap. I was like, dude. At first, I started laughing because I said, "You're laughing as you're submitting me." And he goes, "Yes, because everybody knows when I get to this position, it's pretty much game over." There, he was using his full strength. I was like, "Oh my God!" Like my rib and my neck is about to blow out.
Merab Dvalishvili pointed to the ground in a Max Holloway-style gesture, while Demetrius Johnson joked, saying he's 39 and can't afford to take a concussion.
What's that? What does that mean?
Max Holloway.
Oh, that. I'm 39. I ain't taking no concussion. 1 minute.
Merab Dvalishvili reveals he was given the nickname The Machine by his friend.
I don't know if there's a guy that has a nickname that's more fitting than yours. The Machine.
Crazy.
Merab the Machine. Where did that come from?
This nickname actually gave me my teammate Matt Prevola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Steamroller. He gave me in New York when we were training, and he called me, "You train like machine," and then your nickname should be Machine, and everybody liked it in the gym, and and Chris Wade, Aljamain Sterling, Alaya Quinta, and all these guys, and they started calling me nickname Machine, and then, yeah.
Yuri Prochaska earned his master's degree in security and strategic studies while actively competing in the UFC, showing his dedication to success both inside and outside the octagon.
Dětství celkově s ním bylo divoký, bláznivý a jako starší brácha se dokázal jak o mě postarat, jako jak mě krýt, tak zároveň mi dokázal dělat i dobré takové pastičky, mě chystat doma.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Fight! Oh, fall down comes in the cheap shot at the break. Oh, wow. That's Sandra's rock. Oh, Sandra's rock. Getting back. Oh, he's another one. What's going on? He's still slow for big man. Hey, body shot. No way. At box. Oh, takes one to the body. They exchange your body shots now. Eyeing him down. Oh! Both are he's one. Oh, Sandra takes the big man. He's down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You good? You good? Come on, get it. Oh! He's one coming in. Oh! Oh, wow.
Foi mal, pegou, mano. Zoou ele, velho. Baixa assim.
You okay, Austin? You got a knee?
Vem lá, bora. Hey brother, sorry my brother.
It's okay. It is what it is.
Então é isso aí, esquenta a cabeça não.
All good?
Easy.
How many stitches?
Just 3 in the leg. Is what it is. Just another Tuesday.
Johnny Walker shared his thoughts on Islam Makhachev's move to welterweight to face Jack Della Maddalena. He praised Islam's toughness and technical skill, saying those traits have carried him throughout his career. Walker acknowledged the challenges of moving divisions, such as adjusting to bigger opponents and stronger power, but said he believes Islam has what it takes to succeed.
Islam, he's going to be moving up to 170 from 155 to fight JDM for that title. Who do you favor in that fight?
I think Islam, yeah, he's been a really tough fight and incredible technique for the last all his career, no? And I believe he still can get it. But as I said, it's a new division, new body type, new power, everything. It's moving up. It's a big testing for him, but I believe he can do good too.
Alex Pereira went off on Magomed Ankalaev for avoiding him at the UFC Performance Institute. He mocked Ankalaev for hiding in a room while he was there and called him a coward. Pereira said he only saw Ankalaev's coach, not Ankalaev himself, and even laughed about a moment when his teammates spotted Ankalaev being quietly escorted away by staff. He made it clear he wasn't going to fall for tricks or chase a fight that wasn't meant to happen.
Uma coisa até engraçada que aconteceu ali agora, a saída do PI, né? Eu vi ali o treinador do Ankalaev, eu fiquei ali na minha, mas não vi o Ankalaev. O engraçado foi na hora que eu saí do PI, e aí quando eu cheguei no carro, né? Um cara do meu time, né? Tava lá dentro ainda, né? E viu, tipo, a menina do PI falando pro Ankalaev, pode vir, ele já foi embora já. Tipo, porra, escondendo o cara, se escondendo o cara na salinha ali, velho. O cara acha que eu vou encontrar ele e vou sair brigando com o cara, velho. Pô, sou idiota, né, velho?
Alex Pereira reacted to Magomed Ankalaev's tweets by calling him a chump. He admitted he hadn't seen the posts earlier, but after reading them, dismissed them as nonsense. Pereira said he would have addressed things face-to-face instead and repeated his frustration that Ankalaev hid in a room while he was nearby, reinforcing his belief that Ankalaev was avoiding him. Pereira slammed Magomed Ankalaev, calling him a terrible champion. He said he would never start a fight unless forced to defend himself, but criticized Ankalaev for hiding in a room, labeling the behavior as cowardly. Pereira insisted that true courage is shown inside the cage, implying that Ankalaev's actions outside it revealed weakness despite holding a title.
Eu vou ficar na minha ali, entendeu? Eu nunca vou, tipo, arrumar uma confusão com o cara, nunca vou chegar. Lógico, a não ser que o cara venha pra cima, tá ligado? Tá, eu tenho que me defender também, né? Mas aí, tipo, que campeão é esse, velho? Que campeão de merda, velho. Aí, achei a única besteira que eu falei, mas é um campeão de merda, velho, um cara desse. Mas sabe por quê? Não pelo que ele fala, mas hoje tem que se esconder numa sala, velho. Demonstrou que é um cagão, velho. Vamos ver. Porra, se escondendo agora, mas porra, a gente vai dar na jaula lá, velho, trancado lá, velho. Não vai ter. A não ser que ele vai pular a grade, velho. Ah, um campeão de merda, um cara desse, velho. Chama!
Chael Sonnen explained why the Alex Pereira vs Magomed Ankalaev rematch isn't creating much excitement. He said fans aren't intrigued because most expect the result to mirror their first fight. Sonnen added that the other contenders campaigning for a title also seemed to assume Ankalaev would win. He noted that the initial fight had a clear outcome with no major controversy, leaving little reason to believe a rematch would be different.
Well, everything just changed. So, Pereira versus Ankalaev is very much going under the radar, and it's going under the radar for a number of reasons, but none of which is greater than the fact that we believe we know the outcome of that fight. Like, there just hasn't been a lot of pomp and circumstance around the idea that Pereira is going to win that fight. Other guys in the division that see themselves lined up, when they come out and talk about it without disrespecting Pereira, but they do mention, you know, I think I should be next. I think I should take on Ankalaev next. They will give a hint or a clue that they believe that Ankalaev is going to win. I don't see that any different. I watched that first fight. There was nothing compelling from a controversial standpoint that would make you believe that if you did 5 more rounds, you were going to get a different result.
Chael Sonnen claimed that Alex Pereira wants to move up to the heavyweight division. He believed Pereira had the potential to reach champion status and said he would like to see him compete at that level. Sonnen added that this fight wasn't necessarily the one Pereira truly wanted, noting that fans and analysts often misjudge a fighter's real intentions.
It was very interesting and very good on social media, but every part about Pereira is he just keeps dropping hints. I mean, every single thing that he does has to do with what he weighs. Doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks ago when he was 244 pounds or if it was this morning when he was 234 pounds. Everything that he puts out has to do with his weight, which I interpret is foreshadowing that he doesn't want to be a 205 pounder. And I don't want him at 205 pounds, personally. I believe he is capable of champ status. I want to see that. I want to see that in my lifetime. Or I want to see the opportunity. I want him at heavyweight. But that would still speak to the idea that this is not the fight that he wants. And this is just kind of the way and the vibe of our industry. And I now here to tell you, our industry got that wrong.
Aljamain Sterling called the first fight between Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev unusual. He felt Pereira may have shown signs of burnout, while Ankalaev also wasn't at his best. Sterling said the rematch is intriguing but hoped it would follow the same slow pace that made their first meeting less exciting to watch. Aljamain Sterling said, "I don't know who wins. That fight was really weird. I felt like there was some burnout with Alex Pereira. Maybe that's just me. Maybe as an athlete competing that often without time off, going through those 5-round training camps, his style really wears on you mentally and physically, and I think it showed. It looked like he was going through the motions. Ankalaev also didn't look like his best version. So for them to have a rematch, it's intriguing. I just hope it's not the same tempo as the first fight because that wasn't very fun to watch." UFC welterweight Geoff Neal sided with Jack Della Maddalena to beat Islam Makhachev in their 170-pound matchup. He recognized Islam's strength at lightweight but questioned how it would carry over to welterweight. Neal pointed to Jack's takedown defense and strength training as the keys to victory and said he hoped Jack would keep the belt.
I don't know, we will see, because I've heard Islam's strong, the strongest, like especially like when he's fighting 155, people like always talk about how strong he is for the weight class. So we'll see how that translates to 170.
Yeah.
You know, I hope Jack's been working his takedown defense and in the weight room. You know what I mean? Don't embarrass us, dog. Don't let this 155er come up and take the belt, bro.
Who do you give the edge to in that fight?
Man, that's so hard. But I'm gonna give the edge to Jack, man. He needs to keep the belt at 170.
So that's all we have from today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on this highly anticipated matchup.